Test, test, 1, 2. It is August 18th. As we test the highs and come back down for a pullback. Throw some blueberries. The fear and greed manifest of humanity. Pushing the highs, coming back down. Pushing the highs, coming back down. Let's go to a daily. Pushed up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back 2, up 1, pull back 2, pull back up 2, pull back 3. So we're coming back to a big node here. It's kind of a high volume node at the 29649 level. A lot of trading volume in here. Okay, sorry about that. So we got negative 4K in delta pullback for the day. So negative delta day. Getting buyers on the way down to 100 lots. Take profits on the shorts, I guess. Let's join the Discord in a moment here. Got any news on the horizon? Let's find out on the next Dragon Ball Z. Here we go. Yo, 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 what's up? Okay, let's just go play. Eat some blueberries and chillax.
Damage check. Damage check. Come on. System stop. Come here. That was neat. Hands on. Come here. Delivery for L user.
Yo, what's up? Oh, nice. That would be very cool. I'm starting to think about the Halloween thing now that I got some, what do you call it? Freedom after the summer. I've approached that peak. Yeah. It's gonna be awesome this year. I can feel it. I know what I did wrong the last year because I booked everything with no time to spare between the cleanup and the reset of the next one, so it was like 2 days of straight like working my ass off for what, you know. So I know from this last like event that I did where I had like, you know, 70-80 kids I was teaching, like I did it for an hour and a half and then I had 30 minutes cool down and then I did it again, so it's like I had like break time, you know, to reset. So I think I need to have like in-betweens rather, so I think it'll be, I can greet people and say what's up afterwards. And I'm not gonna be the robot this time, like I'm gonna have the robot be disassembled, so he's gonna be on the mantelpiece like he's broken, you know. But I have this like LED cybernetic augment thing that I'm gonna wear, like I've already started to turn to, you know, augmented human or whatever, so I'm in communication with him in the cloud or whatever. You like Guardians of the Galaxy at all? Yeah, I never really watched it. I don't know. It seemed like, I don't know, like a campier version of like Star Trek or something. Like it was trying to be like a lackadaisical, you know, universe thing. I like the concept of SF stuff, but like Firefly and stuff like that, you know, like bounty hunters. I just never got into it so much.
System stable. Mostly.
Yeah, like the raccoon.
Delivery for now you're in my element. Elemental outlaw.
Squeezy McSquozy.
Who ordered a Molotov cocktail? Who ordered a Molotov? Now you're in my element. Elemental outlaw. Let me go. Come on. Booyah. Here I go. Backup systems go. Let you go. Don't let them go.
Oh no, no. My bad.
No mo.
Not bad. Back up, let's go. Sorry. Alley-oop.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
System stable. Mostly.
Hey, easy with the jacket! Go, go, go! Let me
you
go!
go. There.
Hey,
you go.
easy with the jacket! Delivery for L user! Hey! Delivery for L user! Hands up!
Alley-oop. System stable.
The Dogma one or something? I can only imagine it's that.
Delivery for L. Try and keep up. Get away. You're not going anywhere. Oh no. Rolando, you copy? All right. Crank it up. I make this look easy. Here's my chance. Come here. Go, go,
System stable. Mostly.
He was I like him. There's that they had a short run anime show called Clerks. It was only like 6 episodes. I had the DVD, but it's pretty good. It was like one of those self-aware like wall break type things.
shoot. See ya. All right. Delivery for L user. All right. Who ordered a Molotov cocktail? Shoot. All right.
That was neat.
Shoot. Who ordered a Molotov cocktail?
System's compromised. What?
Shoot. All right. Shoot. Here's my chance. Who ordered a Molotov cocktail? Hey,
System stable. Go! Alley-oop.
Didn't say the magic word.
Damage check. Not bad. Damage check.
That's cool.
Backup systems.
Get back! Get back! Away! Get back!
System stable.
Get back! Away! Hobble! Thank you, soul stars! Should have built stronger armor! Away!
Systems compromised. Lightly.
Useless! Useless! Get back!
System stable.
Get back!
Slam.
Get back! Away!
She just took the money and said no.
Get back! Out of the way! Need you! Away! Get back!
That's cool.
Get back! Out of the way!
Backup systems go.
Get back! Rise! Earthquake! Get back! Smash! Rise!
Backup systems go.
Earthquake! Get back!
That was neat.
Right.
Earthquake! Smash! Get back!
So we have negative 4K in Delta for the day, and we're pulling back to like a daily time frame high volume node at like 650 or something. So we'll see what happens at 650, 29, 650. E.
System stable.
Get back! Smash you! Back!
So what are they gonna do with the Hulk after they institutionalized him at the end of Spider-Man? Is he gonna break out and be like Angry Hulk again? Agreed. And in real life, he's a raging vagina too. They like made him more into Mark Ruffalo rather than the Hulk. Literally and figuratively, they made him smaller on every level. And then
System stable.
yeah, it's like it's an instant like it's not a zero probability or reason why Spider-Man is not is at 2 billion instead of 1 billion because the Hulk made an appearance, you know, like, or like a decent appearance, not some Red Hulk cameo. I hope not. Well, I hope they don't keep it in this like DEI pond of like Pedro Pascal, Zendaya, you know, like formulaic, a little bit of everything for everyone kind of thing. Just tell the story of a raging Hulk that like smashes everything and that's it. And he's his own worst enemy and get out of his way. Like, there's a reason why Deadpool and Wolverine did well too. It's like, men, you know, when you give a story to your target audience that caters to your target audience, you make money, duh. And if you pander to the other side and berate your target audience, they're not gonna go see it. Plain and simple. I remember when that guy I stopped talking to would always say like, they're not talking to you, they're talking to the toxic men that are out there. I'm like, no, they talk to all men in this like pedantic way, like we're all like children that need to be talked down to. Whether even if it's not about me, why do you need to put that in a movie at all? Just make a strong man and a strong woman and leave it at that. Like Mario did 2 billion with strong Luigi, strong Princess, strong Mario, strong Toadstool. There was no messaging bullshit. Like, take that messaging crap out. Period. Nobody wants to see it.
Damage check. No hurt. Leave the rest.
Flashbacks.
Here I come. Barrel shred. Barrel shred. Going out. Come with me. Damage check. Let's go for a ride. Like that. Shush. And don't come back. Nowhere to run.
Or have like Wolverine and Hulk actually fight.
Say your prayers. When Wolverine's out on the hunt.
And then have him tear Wolverine in 2 pieces like he did in the comic or whatever. There's like one where Wolverine was his head was ripped off or something, wasn't it? Maybe I'm thinking of Deadpool. It's probably Deadpool because he grows his body back. Hulk and Wolverine in this fighting game have this cool like mechanic that's unique to them where they can gather anger and it makes their attacks stronger. So if you like time your combos in between the combo, you like pause and like get aura. You get like armor for Hulk where he can't get interrupted between his attacks, and Wolverine gets like more angry and fight, more power to his attacks. It's pretty deep of a game. I'm trying to just wrap my head around all the mechanics. It's like so much.
You're not going anywhere, stupid.
Let's bring it in. Let's finish this. Pass out whatever.
For what?
System stable.
Off you go.
Have this.
Sorry. Now you know.
Hollywood and movies are also a soft power technique of a culture to like spread influence of that culture. So if you have elites like with their SDGs and their like DEI, World Economic Forum point mechanic, it's like a way to soft power nerf the West and, you know, make them lame so nobody wants to aspire to be like them.
No stop, Hulk.
You know, like there was a time China had influence over Hollywood where they even wanted to be like Hollywood catered to them and did whatever they requested. It reached ahead with that movie Maverick and the last Spider-Man where they wanted to take the Statue of Liberty out of the last scene. And then that's where they were like, nah, we're not doing that. But up until then, they had listened to whatever China wanted because they wanted that China money. But China's good at like soft power projection, so they like know what they're doing to like nerf the West in that regard. I didn't actually. I saw something on my feed, but I never watched it. Looks cool though.
Damage check. Let's go. Let's go. Backup systems go.
What, he let it hang loose?
Can't block hole. Away. Alley-oop. No hurt. Up you go.
15 minutes on the clock.
Everyone, go! Off you go!
How's this?
Sorry! Oh, weird! Now you know! Come on! Go home! Up you go! Alley-oop! Damage check. Alley-oop!
Yeah, the original one was also in a day where they were trying to figure it out, you know. Like the Venom movie had some hokey scenes where he dyed his hair black and was like pointing to all the ladies and everything. Like it was more comic booky, you know.
Alley-oop! Tickles! That was neat. System stable. Let's rock! Thank you, so smart! Should have built stronger armor! Not bad. Smash you! Up you go! No hurt!
I just remember at one time when I was a kid, I had 3 subscriptions to Spider-Man. I had Web of Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Amazing, and they were all different writers and artists. And then that's when you started having the fracturing of like, I prefer this guy over that guy, and then McFarlane Spider-Man had the art at a different level, and then the writing was so-so, and like there's, you know, different reasons people would read that issue, and then you had like cameos of Onslaught going across all of them. Right. So I had all these subscriptions, and I'd reach in my dad's like car. He had a coin thing, and I would get the coins. I'd be like, Dad, I'm taking your coins. Like, I'm trying to get that comic book before they say I gotta put it back on the shelf. Yeah, I have I think I have a copy of that. But that was like in the 90s. Everyone was starting to turn into collectors, so they were like catering to collectors. So they had like up to E versions of the comic. Like they had A, B, C, D, E, F, G, E, and you're like, you got the E variant. This one minor variation. because like people would say it's mine or like share some or something.
Crush you! Useless, useless!
Systems compromised.
Oh, flush! Break you! Crash!
Shut up. What? Backup systems go.
Because back then they also had like comics limited. They would like go off of the reservation, so they would only make however many were reserved and like an X amount beyond that. So if they could telegraph it's going to be popular, they would use the reservations for that. They did that with video games too. I worked at like a video game shop. It's a very similar market because video games became like this hot thing to collect too, to be a part of. The 90s were this unique thing because it's when the boomers had all this money, so their kids were getting spoiled by them, so they had like 2 game systems every year. You know, Battle of the Consoles, the console wars was all because of the booming economy of the boomers. And so you had like, you know, in one year, like 1996, you had Sega Saturn, Sega PlayStation. A year later, you have like Nintendo 64 or whatever. Then PlayStation, or no, you have then 2 years later, like PlayStation 2, and then N64 in 1999, 999.99 was Dreamcast, and then you had like GameCube. It was just like in the span of 10 years, you had like 6 different systems. And I remember people, or when I was working at the game shop around that time of GameCube and Dreamcast, everyone had everything. You'd talk to people and they had Xbox, they had Dreamcast, they had Saturn, they had everything. It was just like, and you could choose. Like, I would rather have Mortal Kombat 2 on Genesis instead of Nintendo 64 or whatever. Like, it was better on one over the other, so you would get that version on that system. And like Saturn was good at like 2D scrolling games but shitty with polygons. And the whole technological innovation was changing too. You were moving away from CRT into HD TV. And then you had those different cables, HDMI cables started coming out. And it was like 4K. It's just like we lived in a pretty awesome innovative time where things were changing rapidly so fast with the internet and everything, computers. No, like in 10 years you had Switch to Switch 2 and that's it. Like you've had one console release that's minor differential from the first in 10 years. So it's like, wait, what's going on? And it's clearly like, you know, that boomer phase is in the winter phase. So that's why RAM's more expensive. Everything's kind of slowing down. It's like everything centralizes around the boomers' age and what they're doing in life. They sapped the economy of everything, and now they're riding off into the sunset with their savings and fading out of existence with their 401k dividend funds. Because they got the benefits of everything with none of the downsides, and then they're like, back in my day, we walked to school, or whatever, you know, like, they overall, like, can't see the plight of the modern person. They're just devoid of it in general. Of course, not everyone has the same, like, you know, destiny.
Everyone, go! Get away!
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's an epic phenomenon of generational proportions that theirs had the golden age, and on top of that, human nature has just capitalized on every downside after that and made it worse. So it's exacerbated what was happening anyway, you know?
System stable.
Yeah, and you had COVID as well. Like, you had all sorts of weird events that made things worse. And that's another thing that you just said was like social media. That has been, I would say, a large detriment to humanity. Like, there's nothing really.
Backup systems go. Backup systems go.
Right. And you got unrealistic standards where 6s think they can get 10s.
Damage check. Backup system. Not bad. Let's rock.
Oh wow, Hulk is fun. I like smashing stuff. It feels really good to just smash people. Say what? Well, it should go back to that. It's more like what happened to that time should be recaptured somehow rather than resented. We're getting a lot of sellers here just 30 seconds before the open. A lot of 100 lots at 698, 697, 693, negative 5K delta for the day. 15 seconds. OJ. Possible seller exhaustion above 700 if it stays. Yep, me too. Got another 100 lot at 713. If it's gonna slingshot them, it'll stay above that. Wow, that was really clean. Holy moly. I'm gonna lock in some here. If it pulls back, I'm locking in $1,000. Alright, I'm out. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Okay, back to the game. Good thing I took profit. Damn, negative 7K on the delta. Sellers getting paid now. coming above some seller inflection points at 714, another sell lot at 720, a lot of 100 lots here at 720. Negative 8K in seller aggression for the day. Oh snap. Jazz. Peace. Yeah, I got a grand earlier on the push up before the drop and took profit. I don't know if you heard it. We're at value area. Yeah. Right. They had like the Scarlet Spider back in the day. They were experimenting with that, with my generation, the like collectors and stuff who read it and collect every appearance. So they would like be like, let's just throw them in this minor thing that, you know. And then they made like a mini series, like they'd have part 1 of 4 of Green Goblin, you know. So they make you get number 1. It's the first issue of Green Goblin. It was really like back when the Farlane and Spawn was popular, when that whole youth, like I was literally the person they were trying to capture their attention. Like that age group, it was like from like 13 to 17 in the 90s. You got 4. There's like a 400 lot at ES that, well, at 729 that spread itself up to 740. Coming above those sellers. Bye, baby, bye, baby. And you gotta buy some lots. Cause it ain't no lie. And you bye. Ooh, we did come back to that high volume node I was talking about. The daily node. Yeah, it was at 650 and we went just slightly below it and boing. It was pretty clean, Woke. Did you catch any of that? The delta was really easy today. It was like large seller push, fatigue, push up, fatigue. Any one of those. I'm rich, bitch. It's also like recovering 1,000 tick imbalance. There's a 840 lot seller, or sorry, spoofer at 7740 on ES. Ching. trader friend. Spoofer is still up at 7740. Retesting the daily node here. take your time. Those okay. Yeah, once again, we're at the daily volume node from May 8th to now. Yeah. Yep, take care, man. what's going on. Everyone good. $320 lot buyer at 606. Another 300 lot at 589. Negative 9K delta for the day so far. Boop, 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 boop. What's up? Well, guys, if we stay above 607 and 588, buyers might be getting a little bit of steam back, but you're negative at 8K on the delta, so sellers have expressed themselves and they are being heard so far. So until otherwise, 607 is where sellers exhaust, make or break. And that is it for me, so I will catch you guys tomorrow. So stay frugal, stay positive, stay blessed. Catch you tomorrow. Peace. Catch you guys tomorrow.